Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. How are you all doing? Welcome back to some more Westeros Total War. We're playing as House Stark. This is episode 3. Now guys, in today's episode we're going to continue to push against the Lannisters into the Westlands. In the last episode we took the Golden Tooth with Robb Stark, King in the North. And we currently have his loyal bannerman, apart from Roose Bolton, Jon Umber. Funnily enough, Rickard Karstark isn't very loyal either. Oh, he actually is in this. Huh. I assumed he'd be very similar to Roose. That's very interesting. Regardless, Galbert Glover, we got Tallheart, we got Hornwood here. So, we have the Golden Tooth, and like I said, we're going to continue into the Westlands. So, if you haven't gone and watched the last couple of episodes, and I just want to recap, we have killed Jaime Lannister, the Kingslayer. We had a heroic victory in the Riverlands against him. We've killed Gregor Clegane. Also, Joffrey Baratheon is dead. The Tyrells, Randyll Tarly took King's Landing, Samuel Tarly's father, and Renly Baratheon is currently king upon the Iron Throne. Loras and Renly are in King's Landing. Tommen Baratheon is still alive, don't know where, he might be at Duskendale or Rosby, but the faction is still alive. Shireen Baratheon was killed as well. We wanted to marry, Robb to her. Okay, so we currently have Arya Stark in the Iron Islands trying to find Usher Greyjoy to marry off to Bran. We currently have Sansa Stark trying to find Ariana Martell, but we do know she's somewhere around the somewhere around about here near Ashford, in the Reach. Okay, so let's have a look where my armies are. We're going to continue to push into the Westlands because the Greyjoys have actually taken Banefort and they're at war with the Tullys, which we don't want. Diplomacy-wise, we're currently allies with the Tullys and Stannis. We're at war with Lannister and Joffrey. The Lannisters and Joffrey still have an alliance. They're at war with pretty much everyone. The Greyjoys are at war with Stannis, the Lannisters, Tully, and Joffrey. Renly and the Tyrells are still pacting together. House Martell is neutral, and so is House Aaron. So we currently have one full stack here at the Golden Tooth. We currently have Brandon Stark, Ramsay Bolton, Wyman Manderley, Roderick Cassell coming down to the Golden Tooth, and we have Hodder Horsebane and the Crowfood, and a couple of Karstarks pushing down as well. We're currently making 5,200... Wait, what? We've got 1,693 in the bank, 5,200. Is that because we have the Golden Tooth? And we're getting gold. That's incredible. Let's get recruiting then, boys. Let's get up on it. You're better off recruiting men-at-arms at Moat Cailin a lot quicker. In a couple more turns, we're going to have these armoured swordsmen. Okay, not really much else we can do this turn. I think I've recapped pretty much everything. You know where our marriage alliances stand. You know the diplomacy. The King of Storm's End. The House of Renly Baratheon have declared their own king who openly contests the Iron Throne. The great houses know not whether to find fear or comfort in this knowledge. Okay, so I thought Renly was already proclaimed king. If you go to your agents and your scribe, he actually tells you who's king. So Greyjoy have their own king, Joffrey have their own king, and Renly have their own king. Obviously we have our own king, but it doesn't say there, but the King in the North. Okay, so that's obviously changed our diplomacy. We're rich now because we've gotten the Golden Tooth. Diplomacy-wise, Martell, Greyjoy, and Stark are at war. Why is Martell? I thought Martell were neutral. Well, that's interesting. Maybe they want to push into the Stormlands. Relationships worsen. Alright, let's get Arya to try and find Usher. Somewhere. Oh, there she is. Usher Greyjoy. 22 years of age. A 5-charm princess. Let's marry Usher to Bran. Or should I marry Usher to Robb? Should I have a Greyjoy male line of a Greyjoy go into the first line of Starks? Because I would have ideally, like I said, seeing as we've gone with Stannis, I would have loved to marry Robb off to Shireen And then have a Baratheon, and then maybe at some point we could even betray Stannis. But seeing as I did that in the last campaign, maybe I should marry Asha to Robb. Or should I marry her to Bran? Yeah, it's just because that's really the only two princesses. We can't really mix it up a bit. I don't want Yulissa Royce. I don't want Joe Hill. Is it Joe or Joy? I think it's Joy. Lannister. No Tyrells we can have. There might be another Martell coming along. There's no Renly Baratheon. There's probably no Tullys. Yeah, well, maybe we should mix it up. Maybe we should marry Asha to Robb and do it the other way around. Yeah, because there's not really any other way we can sort of mix up the marriages. Yeah, let's mix things up. Let's marry Robb Stark to Asha Greyjoy. Make a Greyjoy the Queen in the North. Or should we make a Martell? Oh, I don't know. I really do like House Martell. Obviously, Ariana is the better option. I don't want to spend too long on this lore playing. The Martells are a lot more noble a house. Obviously, Targaryen blood in them at some point. I do prefer House Martell than the Greyjoy, I think. You can never trust a Greyjoy. Obviously, I like the books Martells. I fucking hate the sand snakes in the show, if I'm just being honest. I really do. I think they're absolutely atrocious what they did to the sand snakes in the show. But I really do like Oberyn. So, yeah, I'm going to marry Arianne to Robb. We'll marry Bran to Asha. So let's do that now. Okay, heir, perfect. Marry faction heir, which is Bran, to the princess. That's Asha. We still got to marry off Arya as well. So we go trade rights. They wouldn't give me a region, would they? They wouldn't give me Banefort. Demanding. Typical Greyjoy. We can get military access, maybe. We'll go with this then. Accepted. Perfect. So, the Starks of Winterfell. The Starks of Winterhell. Oh, good old Hot Pie. I wonder if we'll be able to see him back in the show. I doubt it. His bakery's probably been burnt down in the Riverlands. So, yep, Stark and Greyjoy. Hostile ceasefire with Tully and the Greyjoys. And, yeah, Asha Stark. So hopefully Bran can have some children with her. He is a cripple, isn't he? He is, but it doesn't say. Alright, Arya Stark, you have successfully completed your mission. If you choose to accept. My god, I haven't watched Mission Impossible in ages. Don't know if I really want to. Yeah, you know how, like, this blew my fucking mind a couple of months ago. Tom Cruise has one extra tooth in his face. Go Google it now. No shit, Tom Cruise has 3 front teeth. That'll blow your fucking mind, that will, if you don't know. Stop this video, go into images and look at Tom Cruise's 3 front teeth. It'll blow your fucking mind, I promise you. Right, let's end the turn and continue. A lot of rambling in this episode. What does Joy Hill want here? Does she want to bribe the settlement, or she wants to... I'll counter that. I was going to say marry... The Lannisters want peace. Tywin Lannister. We've killed Sir Gregor Clegane the Mountain. We've killed his son Jaime. They want to give me peace. Give me peace. You executed my father and threw my brother out a fucking window. Give me some settlements. They took the crap. Oh no, it's Banefort. What will you give me? Will you give me peace for the crag? That will ruin our relations with the couple factions, so that's the only thing. Make us untrustworthy. But it'll give us the crag and it'll spawn us units, won't it? What regions do they have? Silver Hill, Stony Sept, the Cragged Case, Craycole, Lannisport, and Hornvale. Will you give me Lannisport? That'd be fucking mad, that would. No, I'm not going to give you peace. I'm surprised Tywin would even offer that. Deepwood Motte has a plague. And House Stark is up there with the financial. That's interesting. Alright, we need to keep on pushing. We need to keep going. We need to not sit idle here. Let's push upon the crag. What's in the crag? Westerling. Alright, let's move Roderick to here. Let's move Horsebane here as well. Alright, let's get more men. We need men down here now. We're making 3,000 per turn. We just need more loyal men of the north. We need men at arms more than anything. Right, Winterfell has 2 units now. Move you down here. How old's Rickon? Yeah. So in Westeros Total War, 1 year is 10 turns. So it's gonna take 100 turns, 90 turns before Rickon comes of age. And what are we up to? Episode 3, and we're at 13 turns. Okay. Right, let's get Sansa to try and find Arianne Martell. Joy Hill's there. Rosalind Frey's there. We'll take the crag. Arya. What to do with Arya? There's no, like, who can I marry her off to in my own bannerman? I don't think I can. No, I can't. Wow, really? I could move, just thinking. Let's move Arya to the Vale. Here is my heroic victory stamp against Sir Jaime. Alright, what's going on here now? Just tapping on my desk. New family member, Walder Stark. Is that a daughter? Oh, what a horrible name. Walder Frey. So Bran has had a daughter with Asha Stark, Asha Greyjoy. A woman, okay. I'm not overly happy with that. Relations poor with House Renly, I'm surprised. So, what? So I guess Stannis hasn't proclaimed himself? Ah, well. This scenario is War of the Five Kings. They should have all been declared by default, I think. Regardless, we're going to take the crag now. We can get some spearmen here, but it's probably not a bad idea to get a... Yeah, to get a Godswood, just to help our populace and conversion. That's the only problem playing as House Stark. You have the old gods when you're pushing into the pushing down south. You can have some public order problems. Speaking of public order problems, how is the north sort of going? Seems alright. Not too much is happening. Let's get some units here at the Dreadfort as well. The only problem with House Stark, it just takes so long to ferry units down. We need to, oh, for fuck's sake, where is she? This is driving me insane. I was just sort of clicking through that. There's nothing really important there, no. Where is she? Where is the Martell woman? We found Usher. That's alright. Who's that? That's a Lannister diplomat. Speaking of diplomats, we need one of my own, actually. Get some of these northern archers as well. Get these guys down to Moat Cailin. Let's send these 2 guys down here as well. Go to this fort here. Right. We need to find Arianne Martell. Where the hell is she? I do apologise going into Toggle Foe, but it's the only way to find princesses. It's so fucking annoying in this game. So where is she? She's here. She's bamboozled us. And we're boxed in. Oh, for fuck's sake. She's heading into the Stormlands. Arianne Martell. It's so stupid. Now we're boxed in. Oh, for fuck's sake. Can we get out? Or have we just, like, squashed Sansa Stark? We'll go here. Yeah, but I do completely understand that the game has its limitations. This is Medieval 2 Total War, of course. And, yeah, the mod as well has some limitations. It's not like we can send a Raven like Crusader Kings or something and negotiate with House Martell. So we're coming up against 2 units of spearmen, 1 longbowman, 1 hedge knight, and obviously Westling. We should be able to win this. It's a 3-1. Let's auto-resolve. Lost 190 men, and we've killed Westling. Obviously, Rob did marry a Westling. Ransom. No, let's execute. Let's sack the crab. The crab. Yep, let's sack the crab. The crag. What do you get? A heavy lancer. Experienced cavalrymen know how and best to use cavalry. +1 commanding using cavalry. That's cool. Let's repair. Did I even repair the golden tooth? Yeah, I did. I just felt like it sort of escaped me. So we've taken the golden tooth. We've taken the crag. We're nearly ready to push upon Castle Rock, I reckon. I don't like how the Greyjoys are just sitting around the Tully lands like that. You can never trust a Greyjoy. Catelyn Stark famously said. Right. More swordsmen are coming ever so slowly. Let's end the turn and continue. Right, what's going on here? A traitor to our people. Who? Bastard. New mission. Send an embassy to House Martell. Well, I'm fucking trying, and now she's stuck. Quentin Martell. Really do like Quentin as well in the books. Loyalty. Who? Roose Bolton. Roose Bolton has a loyalty of 1. Typical. Right. Everyone's nearly joined the party. We're going to have to rally and garrison that up. Right, let's move Arya to the Vale. Will you marry Robert Aaron? Demanding. I can give you a payment, but I thought you'd want to marry your cousin. You freakish fuck. Right, let's offer. Rejected. They demand 7,000 for 2 turns. I honestly don't care. Fuck off. You can have her for free or you nothing. Like, I'm quite happy to keep Arya stuck here. She's 15. She's beautiful. How dare you? Right, so the Tyrells are still in King's Landing. Sansa, yeah, I don't really know who to marry them off to be honest. Like I said in my previous playthrough, I married Sansa to Edric, and I can't remember who I married Arya off to, if I'm being honest. Right, we'll rally up and fix these guys up in a sec. I really should have left a general here to shuttle people back and forth. Because we might have a couple of more desertions if we're not careful. But I thought Rob's got a high enough sort of... Right, a high enough sort of authority for it not to happen. Right, Rob, King in the North, Maester increases the chances of having children. That's good. Pity he's not married yet. Is Sansa still stuck? No, she's not. Sansa has been hunting Ariana Martell for so long, it's ridiculous. Where is she now? I don't want to waste any time. Okay. I just thought because I typed in before, if you type in arrow keys, I was just sort of like summer. You can change into. Okay, I was just sort of seeing what the devs put in there. You can send money to other factions. That's cool. Yeah, the cheats. I wouldn't do that though. That's obviously what they've done. I was trying to figure out what the hell it was. Where is she? There she is. It's just so fruitless running around the map wasting time like that. Right. I do hope you guys understand it and are not pissed off about it. I hope I've made my case. I've bloody made my case so many times. We're technically... Well, we are cheating. but it's technically not a benefit, so I don't know why. You'd be pissed off. So, where can I put Arya? Where can I put you? Do we have an alliance with the... No. I do want to try getting an alliance with them. We just want to go with the marriage. Then... let's just offer a payment then. I can give you 1,000. Rejected. I can give you... it's a good idea to have them on our side, simply because I don't want them to attack the Tullys. Because the AI does have a tendency to do that. We are losing Arya Stark's charm here. She had 2 before. Right, we got more units coming down here. There were those fucking rebels. Those armoured swordsman turncloaks. Right, let's continue to get more men down here. Okay, Torrance Square. Let's get some cavalry. I need more. I need swordsmen more than anything. Right, let's rally up here. We're not. No, they're not quite in range just yet. I will try to get a battle in today's part, but we'll just have to see. There was no point of playing the battle at the crag. Right, let's rally up here now. Let's see where our best sort of armies are. So, we probably just want to push. We probably just want to push out of the crag, if I'm being honest. So let's pop you here. Right. So we want Rob and we want Roose together, and Karstark and Glover. Let's put my cavalry here. We only want 2 units of archers. That's fine. We want those men-at-arms with him. And then, we just need to take the best out of each army. I want Bran to lead his own other army. I sort of want people here that are expendable. I don't really give a shit about Rickard Karstark or Bolton. I do quite like Galbert Glover, though. Probably Hornwood and Tallheart. And then we'll probably go 3 units of spears. Yeah, we'll do that then. Okay. We'll get ready to push on Castle Rock. We'll start heading down there anyway. Right. I want Bran to lead the other army. I want to get him up in command. We do have a couple of better commanders, but yeah, not overly. It's end the turn to continue. Relationships improve with House Tully. That's great. Where is she? Where is she? We're getting blocked here by Renly. She's over here. Oh, for fuck's sake. We need to give chase. Oh, you dickhead. Right. Let's move here at least. Let's get Bran and the army. So probably all the spearmen. I don't like outriders. We're better off using the general's bodyguard. So who do we chuck with him? Who's not gonna take the command off him? Probably Ramsay. Send Ramsay with him. My god. Famous last words, that. Send Ramsay with him. Go on, send Ramsay with him. Yeah, like I said, I just don't want Bran. I'm pretty sure, hang on, I might be wrong. If I send in Risewell, he's going to take the command of that, isn't he? Yeah. Does Tallheart? Yeah, he does. Sucks that you can't make him default like that. Right, we'll just send in the 2 archers then. And then we'll... yeah, it just sucks that there's a lack of cavalry there. We're going to have to chuck the Outriders in, even though I don't like them. It's in our best interest to do so, and then send these 3 in with Bran. 4. And we'll chuck you guys there. The Crag's not happy. Why is that? We need to build a Godswood. All rightio. Rightio, guys. What are we doing? What are we doing? More units are pushing down from the north every day. Let's get rid of this rebel army here. Fucking turncloaks. We need to get you down here to the Golden Tooth. Alright. Just take a little bit of time to get everyone down. But once we start taking Castle Rock and some of the bigger settlements, we're going to be laughing. Absolutely fucking laughing. Alright, how far can Bran push down? Bran and Robb. Lords in the north. One king, one lord. Let's continue. Alrighty, what's going on? Eddard Raswell. We don't want to adopt you, my friend. War! Oh, for fuck's sake. Greyjoy and Tully are at each other's throat. Never trust a Greyjoy, and that is why. Ally declares war on ally. House Greyjoy and House Tully, it would appear, well, we can only remain allies with one of these two people. Who would you prefer? Would you prefer it we side with the aggressor? No. Ah, damn. Well, now we can always, if Bran has a son, we could always use his claim on the, use Usher's claim on the Iron Islands. If they have a son at all or something. Alright. If I keep the pathfinding, we won't need to worry about it every single time. It's a bloody long way though. Captain Sansa? Sansa. That's how they spell Sansa here, don't they? Sansa Stark. That's quite funny, that is. Who are you? My name's Captain Sansa. Pardon? You know, Sansa, the Lady of Winterfell? But you're a man. That's retarded. Right, let's get ready to push on Castle Rock, I think. You gotta risk it for the biscuit. Let's start trickling on in. I reckon we could take Castle Rock. Bamboozle the Lannisters, they won't see it coming. Take his homeland from him. He won't know where to run. Okay, Godswood. What? Do not translate, not meant for this culture. What? Oh, for fuck's sake. The Aarons and Tullys are at each other's throat. Well, no point in getting alliance with the Aarons. Damn it. Kevin. Huh. Okay. We have a decision here. We can swing around and hit Kevin. He has half a stack. Should I do that then? Should I get Rickard Risewell? What has he got? He's got Lancel in there. We can swing around Bran and we can start besieging Castle Rock. Yeah, let's hit Kevin. He's doubled back. We can't hit him there. Can Risewell? No. Buggier. Let's start besieging Castle Rock. Who's in there? No one. Let's send... I want to try to send as many men as possible. We'll do that then. Send you down. Oh, damn. Let's move my ship further up, because I don't want the Greyjoys to declare war on me. It does suck that they declared the Tullys, but honestly, there's not much we can really do about it. Alright, everyone's moving down here. We are losing money now. We should be fine once we start taking some territories. We just need to be recruiting constantly, even if we go into a deficit, because we're going to be, when we start fighting, we're going to be losing troops. I think the best way, until we get, like, maybe Castle Rock or Lannisport, is just to merge instead of replenishing. Instead of, yeah. Oh, there she is. Oh, there's going to be a wedding and a fucking bedding. Oh, thank God. Ariana, I've been searching for you for months. Let's get, oh my God, it's a fucking demanding. Oh, alright. I'm quite happy to give you a region in the Westerlands. You're probably going to lose it. But I can give it to you, because I really want to get Robb Stark married off to this southern beauty. We haven't got any money. Marry faction leader to princess. We can give you... What's it called? The Crag. We can give you the Crag. Because the Golden Tooth's way too worth it. Trade rights. Map information. We'll do that. And if the Lannisters attack it, we can always retake it. Anything else I want to grab off them? Maybe a payment? Might be a little bit cheeky, that. 1,000 maybe. Oh, okay. How about 2,000? Huh. How much money do they have? Would you give me 3,000? Generous. They might give me 2,000 though. They would definitely have 2,000 in the bank. Alright, so this is the deal. We're going to give them trade rights. Robb Stark, King of the North, is going to marry Arianne Martell. We're going to give them the Crag. And we're going to get 2,000 out of it and get map information. Boom. Rejected. Okay, it's the money then. That's exactly what it is. I hope we haven't fucked it now. Because we've done that. Happily accepted. It was the money that was doing it. Sansa Stark, deployment. Okay, Rob, you got it in the end. Fine. House Stark and House Martell are allies. Alright. Charm, relationships improve. So, Robb Stark is now married to Arianne Martell. Arianne. Brandon Stark, the Prince of Winterfell. Right. And good old Rickon 6. Let's move Sansa to... I don't know, somewhere. So, we see that they have the entirety of Dawnsteel. I wouldn't have been surprised if they had Blackhaven. So, the Martells are at war with Renly. And we didn't have to get them to do so. So, they do have the Crag. Oh wow, they've got it undefended. We could so declare war on them and just march straight in. Right, let's move these archers out now here then. Right. Let's end the turn and continue. What does House Tully want? What does Rosalind Frey want? Right. New family member, Arya Stark. Wait, no, what? How do you spell Arya? It's not spelled like that. Where is Arya, actually? No, it is. It is spelled like Arya Stark. A-R-Y... A-R-Y-A. What the fuck? Okay, so Robb Stark, the King of the North, has finally had a child, and they named the boy Arya Stark. Brilliant. I don't like that. Arya. Unless we call him differently. Call it Arya. It's Arya Stark. He named his son after his sister. How patronising. Alright, but regardless, we're currently besieging Castle Rock. Walder Frey's moved up here. Right, we need to deal with Kevin. and Tyrek. So, I think we will, what are we going to do? Probably should fight this one, probably should fight that one in today's episode, I think. Right, let's move everyone down. Everyone's trickling down. We'll deal with this later, actually. Let's get into the battle. Let's get Bran to attack Kevin. He's fled again. 2-1. Kevin's doesn't have the best army. So, Brandon Stark with Ramsay Bolton and Harren Karstark. It is a 2-1 ratio. We're going to be hopefully killing Kevin Lannister, the heir of House Lannister, his nephew Tyrek, and his son Lancel. He has 2 units of armoured spears, 3 levy spearmen, and 1 longbowman, and we'll probably play the Battle of Castle Rock in the next. But seeing it is a fortress Castle Rock, I might not play it. We might be better off to go with an auto-resolve, simply because that would save more Stark lives doing so. I don't like how hilly this is. They do have the high ground. We do outnumber them quite significantly. And what a test for young Brandon Stark. His first battle under the command of the Stark forces versus Kevin, the heir of House Lannister. Right, let's move my Outriders up. There's no point of having them down here. Well, not all of them, because we need the high ground with the cavalry to flank. Alright, let's move the archers up. I want to be aggressive, I want to hit them. But the camera angle's a little bit sloppy simply because we're on the high ground here. But here's Brandon Stark leading his first charge, and then there's a lot of spearmen. Ramsay Bolton and Harrison Karstark on the left. Right, let's start the battle and quickly pause and see where the enemy are deploying. Stock standard line here. Kevin Lannister and his nephew and son on the flanks. Let's hopefully try and envelop them. Throw everything at them. Hit them hard. My favourite bloody quote as always. I say it a lot. It's true, I like being aggressive. And especially in Medieval 2 Total War, being aggressive in this game rewards you with a lot of bonuses, and it's not in your best interest to turtle, I think. Some points, maybe. Some factions, maybe. But, generally, it's not. Especially in the vanilla game. Westeros Total War's a bit the same. Because the thing is, in Westeros, everything's all built up. Everything's ready to go. Let's get my Outriders to engage their General's bodyguard here. If we can kill a General, it might be alright. My Outriders aren't going to do the best. But they're quick and they're light. So, they'll do alright. Flank. Stick them down. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. Hit them. If there's a gap, if there's a gap, we'll expose it. Get you two up here. Go for that. Get you to go for that. What have we got here? Archers. Go for theirs. Get Bran up. Get you guys around. Everyone should be double timing it. Get you guys off fire. I don't like fire. Obviously, fire improves damage, but reduces accuracy. But most of the time, you want accuracy to get the hit points down. Let's go for the General's bodyguard. Let's get Ramsay and Karstark to hopefully try to kill him. Where is Bran? He's here. He is taking a little bit of fire, but he should be fine. My archers are trying to get down their longbowmen, and we've killed Tyrek Lannister. Nicely done. Obviously, obviously his father's dead at this point. I do believe his father was Gerald Lannister. I think, obviously, in the books, famously went to find the ancestral sword of, well, didn't it happen in the books? I can't remember. Maybe it was mentioned offhand. Yeah, I don't think it actually happened. There wasn't an event for it. Famously went off to find the ancestral sword of House Lannister, and was never seen again. Alright, let's move the spearmen up here. We're doing quite well. What's happening here now then? Get the outriders here. We need to get rid of... We need to get rid of Kevin. If we can kill Kevin Lannister, that's one less Lannister we have to deal with. Another one bites the dust. Already killed Jaime, and we've killed Gregor Clegane. Even though he's not a Lannister technically, but he's a Lannister bannerman, just important. Alrighty. How are we sort of going? We're doing alright. We are doing very, very well. Bran has 40 in his bodyguard. Let's get Bran into the fight. We can do some hammer and anvil strikes on this left-hand side with him. We'll be laughing. We've lost 15% to their 48. It was a good idea doing this. Right, archers. Yeah, I think you're not really any help for us now. That's the thing. Every time you use archers, you got to evaluate: are these archers going to cause more friendly fire than what they're worth? And in this instance, they are. Getting a little bit tongue-tied. I've done a lot of recording today, guys. My apologies, but if you haven't already hit that like button and subscribed, I'd really much appreciate it. Also, check out my social media links: Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Some of you may or may not know that this is my second channel. I do run 2 YouTube channels, and I upload every single day. Main channel, mostly FIFA, but I did have Total War videos at the start. A lot. But yeah, basically football, English football, and FIFA videos, Football Manager. On this, Total War. I do enjoy Total War so much, I thought it'd make sense to make a channel. And a year and a bit later, we're laughing. Look where we are. Definitely the right decision to do so. Right, push up here. We're crushing them. Go into this more. Like, try gobble more of that. Gobble more of them up, because we need to kill Kevin Lannister. I don't care about Lancel. We've already killed Tyrek. We need to kill Kevin. But I can't tell who's who. That's probably Lancel. I reckon Kevin's here. Let's start speeding things up now. We've killed Lancel. Is that Kevin then? No, we've killed Lancel. Kevin's somewhere. Hang on. Oh, we've got him. Oh! We've killed them. We've killed Lancel Lannister. Kevin Lannister. Kevin, Lancel, and Jaime. Nicely done, guys. Superb stuff. We've captured 368, and you got to think, Kevin Lannister has been smashed by a boy, and not just any boy, a crippled boy. Brandon Stark, you have done your house proud. And there's only one unit of spearmen there. I want to try crush the unit. Let's end it there. Alrighty. Brandon Stark, the heir of House Stark, the Prince of Winterfell, deployed 2,333 and lost 371. We did outnumber them quite significantly though, nearly 3 times. No, we did 3 times, yeah, 7, 14, 21, yeah. We outnumbered them nearly over 3 to 1. Kevin Lannister, the heir of House Lannister, Tywin's brother, deployed 729, lost 726, and only has 3 remaining. You're most welcome to pause and have a look at the casualties sustained and casualties inflicted. Nicely done. We all must choose, man or woman, young or old, lord or peasant. And I didn't get to finish the quote. Oh, wow. So we can actually ransom 1,400 1,400 roughly from the Lannisters. That's a lot. That really is a lot. But I'm going to execute. I'm going to kill every last Lannister I can get my hands on. I wonder who makes that the heir of House Lannister now. Probably Martin or Willem or something. Okay, Bran's gone up. That's cool. Rank 2. So now we can get more bannermen in his army. So who else is rank 2? Manderley, Cassell, Glover. Let's get Cassell in. Let's get Wyman in. Alright, let's push to Castle Rock. And we'll get those guys to rally up. Hit Captain Damon here. We're currently besieging Castle Rock. We're going to have to play this, aren't we? It's a 1-to-1. We might play that in the next. So, Rob is currently besieging Castle Rock. Bran has just smashed Kevin Lannister, and we're pushing for Lannisport as well. Right, more bannermen are coming from the south, and more men are coming from, sorry, not the north, not the south. Fuck me. More men are trickling down from the north every single day. Rob and Bran have officially married off, but it is time to end the video here. We're going to continue to push against the Lannisters and hopefully take Castle Rock in the next episode. So, like and subscribe if you haven't already. Check out my social media links, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, all in the description below. Make sure to take care of yourselves, have a fantastic rest of your day, and stay tuned for more content on my channel. My name has been Simpzy, goodbye.